Yes, people, good afternoon and happy Saturday to every single one of you. Brighton 3, Liverpool 0. If you think you have seen enough surprises this season, just wait because there's plenty of more to come. Pick up to everyone, smash the like, new to the channel, please make sure you're subscribed. The game is almost, let's say, around 5 minutes plus extra time to finish, and straight after the game we're going to be doing the match review. S.March scored 2 goals. D.Welbeck have just scored the third for Brighton, and with me to review the game, giving out for us, I've got a special guest, and guess what? A Liverpool fan. But big up to everyone. Danival, big up to you, my man. I know it's not the right day to ask how are you, but anyways, how are you, my man?
Well, I was great until Liverpool were in the weekend. I did,
Wow,
I did,
wow.
I did say yesterday when we lose, and I know my team, and this is just, I'm literally,
Crazy, I know, absolutely. I cannot believe, but what a performance! Absolutely unbelievable. Do you know what? Like Brighton from that first half, the difference from Brighton that first half into that second half was just like, Brighton in the second half finally manages to score some goals and finish because Brighton dominated the first half. Liverpool, shocking performance. By the way, big up to every single one of you. Keep smashing the likes, people. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Make sure you say hello. And we're going to try to do the match review straight after. Not a long one because I've got a party today. And I'm actually going to Brighton for party. Big up to every single one of you. Vamos, vamos, vamos. Yes, Dalival. 87 minutes almost. 3-0 Brighton. Oh my God, what a performance by Liverpool. What a shocking performance. And Brighton go again. S.March. Once
uh,
again, Welbeck. Again, Welbeck. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! That would have been the fourth goal. I mean, like, me too in the first half put, Trent Arnold to sleep. S.March is doing whatever he wants to as well. Welbeck just come on, he was changed by Ferguson, who actually played well, a very young striker. It's only 18 years old. And Welbeck coming in, score a wonderful goal, and Welbeck's doing whatever he wants to. Brighton basically doing whatever they want today to Liverpool. What a shocking performance. Absolutely unbelievable. What a hell of a season that Liverpool is having. I mean, Liverpool Chelsea has just been shocking. Big up to everyone. Keep smashing. Vamos, vamos, vamos. Keep smashing the likes, people. Keep smashing the likes. Vamos, vamos, vamos. Welbeck. I cannot believe Welbeck. Even Welbeck, who can finish his dinner, score a wonderful goal. Absolutely unbelievable. I keep saying this is the year that anyone can be Liverpool. If you want to be Liverpool, you be Liverpool this season. Absolutely unbelievable. Wow, my man, I know you're upset. I'm happy, of course, seeing Brighton. I only live, 20 minutes away from Brighton, so I'm so happy to see Brighton destroying Liverpool. You want Klopp out?
yes.
My man in here, Dalival, he wants Klopp out. Come on, Brighton, let's go for the fourth goal. Come on, vamos. Vamos, 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 Brighton.
I'm on the
Let's
brink. That's
fourth
what I'm
goal.
at.
Vamos.
I'm on the
Would
brink.
be nice. The fourth, that's for sure. Come on, Brighton. Let's go for the fourth goal. Let's go for the fourth goal. Vamos, 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 vamos.
Oh my God, Brian are playing us right now.
Yep. And they're trying. And the funny thing is that, they look the team that is actually losing, because when you lose, you're going to have to react, right? And Liverpool, look at what Brighton's doing with the possession now, moving the ball like there's none tomorrow. Brighton just do whatever they want to. Absolutely unbelievable. What a performance. Mo Salah has been shocking this season.
There's no
Very,
service
very,
there.
very poor.
There's
And
actually no service.
everyone keeps slagging Nunez off, right? Darren Nunez is not playing, and I bet you
Oh,
everyone will still
yeah.
blame Nunez for Liverpool defeat.
We miss Nunes, but
You
we should.
definitely missed Nunez today, and I'm guarantee you, once we review the game, we're going to go through. Corner for Liverpool. Vamos, Brighton. Vamos, Brighton.
Of course, the
What
Rebel fans will be coming up, and they should receive that. We are.
what a performance by Brighton.
I'm on the brink of flop out. On
Guess
the
who come off? The Japanese Mitchuma. What a performance Mitchuma had today. Absolutely unbelievable. He put Trez to sleep all day long. He made, the thing is, not only Mitchuma, and of course Solimars as well, they're both on both sides, right? They was just doing whatever they decided to do today against our Liverpool defence. So poor.
I'm gonna say
Absolutely
this. I'm gonna
unbelievable.
say this. Just sell Henderson. Sell the whole squad. When I'm going too far there. We need a midfield rebuild. We need a midfield rebuild.
That midfield, it definitely is begging for something big time.
Because I'm Klopp out, not fully, but I'm like,
Right, making a few changes now. We're going to review the game straight after the game. It's not long to go, by the way. So we've got 91 minutes now, and it's 2 minutes left. The ref gave 3 extra minutes, so yes, we got to go through straight after the game. We're going to do the match review, and yes, what a performance! What a performance by Brighton!
I literally no
Unbelievable.
confidence going to this game, and this is why I had 0. And
Yeah, you did actually said for the game. I remember you said that you're not confident. You think Brighton's gonna smash Liverpool,
oh,
and yeah, I mean 3-0. It should have clearly been more. This game could have been at least about 5 to 6-0. Brighton absolutely destroyed Liverpool today. What a performance! Like the attitude, I've mentioned this, right? The attitude of most of Liverpool players, the same with attitude like we've seen from Chelsea and some other clubs this season. Honestly, and you need a massive change, a massive rebuild as well. You should have rebuilt the team since last season. And Sarmiento nearly had a wonderful goal. Easy save, I thought, at least it could have just get out one easily, but corner for Brighton. The game is basically over now. Game is almost over. Corner, and yes, the game will be over.
This is just
Come on, Brighton! What a performance by Brighton! Wow.
Depressing, man.
Finish, my people. That's it. That's the end. Bye bye. Finish, my people. Finish full time. Brighton 3, Liverpool 0. My man, as a Liverpool fan, I'm sure this is not the best day for you, but tell me about it. Just tell me what he went wrong today. Just tell me what did he went wrong today.
Everything.
What did he went wrong today?
The first half was terrible. We got lucky somehow in the first half, didn't concede. Second half, we just got destroyed. I had no confidence. This team is just disgraceful. Allison and Trent are the two that probably deserve something because they were decent. Now, they weren't great, but they weren't. They were probably the best 2 players on the pitch. Like, who else was there? I mean, look, I did say Klopp out. I'm on the brink because I'm starting to lose patience of the credit in the bank. I'm literally this close. All we need is to get thrashed on next game, which we got Chelsea, which that could go bad. I can't. I thought we would pick up 3 points here. I thought we would beat Brighton going one international break. I thought we had a good. I thought we would be back. I thought we would be going this international break with form, but we haven't. We just clearly haven't, and it's worrying. I mean, there's a Klopp out trending. If you told me the discussions before the season, I'll be calling you mad. It's just happened, like out of nowhere, and we need a midfielder. I don't know, and Klopp needs to sharp about. We have a midfield already. Who you seen our midfield today? We were disgraced. That was our best 3. That was our best thing. We got destroyed by a Brighton team. No offense to Brighton, we should be beating these guys by Liverpool standards. But
yeah, but then when you look at Liverpool midfield today, right? They played with Fabinho, who usually plays. They play with Thiago, and they play with Henderson. I never rate Henderson. I think he's okay player, I don't think he's a top player. I don't
Yeah.
see much quality on it. He's a hard worker, yeah. His work rate at times is good, but he's that kind of player that I don't like it. Thiago is Thiago. I've mentioned about Thiago a lot of times, and I said about Thiago. Thiago is that kind of player that
Injury
if
prone.
it clicks, it clicks. If he does not click, it, and of course he's an injury pro as well. And Thiago, like once again today, you did not see Thiago. I don't think I can't even remember seeing Thiago holding the ball today. Never mind doing something. And then Henderson was just lost, was all over the
Yeah.
place. Fabinho today connection with the defense was very poor. He was not the man that you would want to support in defense today that you needed. You didn't have Van Dijk, but then even that, and you've mentioned with Trez, right? You said Trez Arnold was probably one of Liverpool the best players. I will disagree with that because Mitchuma, especially in that first half, right? Mitchuma was doing whatever he wanted to do with Trez. Yeah, Trez had a little bit lucky in the first 20 minutes of the game. He took a few challenge, he cleared a few balls out, but still, it was poor. He's so bad defending, right? Like I said, for me, Trez would never become, top right back just because he cannot defend. And if you cannot defend, for me, you shouldn't be in class as a top right back. And yeah, that first half was just shocking. I cannot remember seeing Liverpool apart from the one that Salah in the box. That was the keeper. I think the ref and the VAR did well not giving a penalty, and I think straight after that, Liverpool had half of chance, but then that's it. That's all Liverpool had, right? And but always Brighton dominating, Brighton creating chances after chances. The gap between everyone was just massive, right? It was a lot of space, wasn't enough pressure as well. And then in coming to the second half, my man, you saw that the difference between Brighton in the first half to the second half was that Brighton started actually scoring goals. And they did, and they could have done it more, right? The first goal, what a play once again by Mitoma, right? Like I said, today, Mitoma, do you know what? I think Trez Arnold today will probably have a bad night of sleep. He will keep thinking, how to eat Japanese food because Mitoma clearly destroyed Trent. He put Trent to sleep big time. And yeah, good ball from him and Solly Mars. And yeah, and also big up to Solly Mars because Solly Mars, even in the first half, I thought Mitoma was Brighton the best player, but also Solly Mars was actually playing well. He was creating. He could have scored twice as well. And then he scored a solid goal as well. That solid goal from Solly Martin was just brilliant. What a finish. But let's be honest in here, it's too poor. Too many mistakes from Liverpool defence, too many gaps, giving the ball away too easily. And yes, what a goal by Solly Martin, the second goal, and then the third goal as well. But before the third goal, we had Brighton. Keep Brighton. Brighton looked like, even when it was 0-0, even when it was 1-0, 2-0, 3-0, Brighton today always looked the team that was behind because Brighton was the only one that was reacting. And then the third goal, what a finish by D.Welbeck, right? The way he turned, the way he pushed the ball over Joy Gomez as well. What a finish. Too easily. Too easily. And yes, 3-0, it could have been more. What a performance by Brighton today. And yeah, this Liverpool is just shocking. And I've mentioned a few times, and I said, this is the season that if you want to beat Liverpool at Anfield or wherever, at home, is this season. This season is the season to actually beat Liverpool because you know that you need a rebuild in a squad. You should have done a rebuild, since last season, and you haven't done, and you struggle. You really struggle big time. And I strongly believe that, Liverpool now, it just by the look of it, I keep saying I believe Liverpool might get into it. I know, like a lot of people might gonna say, yeah, Liverpool's been having a lot of injuries. Yeah, I do get that. But look at the squad. Look who's they're still putting out. They're still putting players like Salah. I know Gap was still new, just come into the team, like Thiago Henderson as well, and a lot of players that Liverpool still putting out there that players was performing 2 years ago, last season, halfway through the season. But it's just shocking. The attitude for me is not enough. If you want to play for a team like Liverpool, you should be doing more than you're doing now. I'm not sure you as a Liverpool fan. I'm pretty sure you'd be doing the right man to talk about the attitude of the players, the performance of most of these Liverpool players this season.
I mean, this season we've been poor. It's just, I think the players have lost the system because the age. Henderson's 35, 34. You can't expect him to do anything. Thiago's just injury prone, but he's good. Fabinho, I don't know what's happened. So, I mean, I do blame Klopp for this, just because we didn't sign midfielder last summer. If we don't sign a midfielder, and if I don't see the news that we're going for a midfielder by tonight, then I'm actually Klopp out, just because of the fact that he's not refreshing the squad we need. Because we need to refresh the squad, we have to, because the way we're playing, we are awful. We are literally, we're basically, this reminds me of the Wenger, when you saw the drop off with Wenger's one. Like, it's a drop off, big drop off. So there's comparisons there with the Wenger time, because 7th-year curse is real, I guess.
Yes, I mean, what do you expect now? I do believe that Liverpool will not sign any more players in this winter transfer. And you, as a Liverpool fan, obviously you worry because at the minute, like you look at the table now, Brighton is above you now. You're 8th in the table with 28 points, and the gap between you with that 4th place is just getting too far. Like
Can
Chelsea,
Newcastle win as well? Where Fulham, they could if Newcastle beat Fulham tomorrow, they go like 30 points clear.
yes, and like we've said this on a previous for the game, we said that how crucial would be to beat Brighton, but once again, what a poor performance. By the way, I think you got your telly on because there's noise in the background. You definitely got something on. Big up to every single one of you that is watching this. Really appreciate the support. Keep smashing the likes, people. And if you're new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe. Really appreciate the support. But the gap between Liverpool now into that 4th place, because you know how crucial it is to finish top 4. Not only guarantee you money, not only guarantee you, Champions League football, but also will be important to sign players, because obviously most of the players wants to play in the Champions League, and by Liverpool not qualify for the Champions League, that will not attract players in the summer. How worried are you seeing Liverpool getting too far to that top 4?
I'm very worried. Very. We could get 7th or 6th, possibly. We're not getting Europe. I mean, we'll get Europe, but top 4 seems in doubt. That's what they're at.
Yeah, I mean, what do you expect, from now until the end of the season, right? What do you expect seeing? I know you're having a lot of injuries. You still got players like, Nunez did not play today. Still got players like, the Diogo Jota come back, Luis Diaz, Van Dijk and stuff. But what do you expect as a Liverpool fan? What do you think that Liverpool, like Klopp, should be doing? If you think that, you're not going to sign anyone now.
Okay, if we're not signing a midfielder, change system. But if we're not changing system, then I would say sign a midfielder then. But apparently we're saving our money for Jude Bellingham. You think Jude Bellingham wants to come to us next summer? No chance.
Yeah, but the thing is, like I've just said, if Liverpool does not qualify for the Champions League, honestly, I cannot see Bellingham signing for Liverpool unless he's a Liverpool supporter. I'm not sure who he supports as a kid, and his dream is to play for Liverpool. He might sign for Liverpool, but honestly, I cannot see Bellingham signing for Liverpool if Liverpool does not play Champions League football next season. Yeah. I know you got the Champions League still. You might win the Champions League and qualify for the Champions League next season. And I'm pretty sure that, I've said this already, I'm pretty sure that Liverpool will definitely have a better season in the Champions League. I just got a feeling that Liverpool will beat Madrid and Liverpool might go far in the Champions League. But look, if you do not get Champions League football next season, honestly, it's going to be tough to sign players. Yeah, you might sign players like, Caicedo from Brighton. Yes, you might be able to get these kind of players, but the top players like Bellingham, I really doubt that you will be signing this kind of players. Otherwise, big up to every single one of you. Come on, people. Almost 200 views on this live stream, only 3 likes. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new and smash the like. Keep smashing the like. Keep sharing this live stream, and I really appreciate the support. Yeah. And yes, I mean, how worried are you? Because he's definitely worried times because you've just been shocking the season. Let's not forget that. You've lost too many games this season. You've been too poor. It's not about you're losing games, but also when you win games, you're not playing well. This is the most worrying thing is that, you're losing, you're getting beat easy by teams like Brighton, Leeds, Nottingham Forest and stuff. And then you win in games, but you win and you winning, you scraps few winnings when you're not playing well, when you not deserve to win. The performance just been absolutely shocking, just too poor. I mean, this is not the Liverpool that, and like I said, you still have a lot of quality players. But a lot of people just going to say, a lot of people will be Klopp out now, that's for sure. I've seen, look, I was on Twitter at halftime and I saw a lot of people saying, Klopp needs to go. Klopp needs to go. But it's not only just Klopp, right? Is the rebuild that you need, that you should have rebuild the squad. You should have rebuild since, the year you won the Champions League, right? Because you knew this was coming. Last summer, what did Liverpool did last summer? Who did you put in that, would have a massive impact? Apart from losing Mane, that was a massive loss. And yes, you replace, but let's not forget, Nunez is not Mane. It's a completely different player. Yeah, you already had Luis Diaz as a setup because you knew when you bought Luis Diaz in the winter last season, about a year ago, you knew that Mane was going to leave at the end of the season. Yeah, he did. Then you got Nunez in, but he didn't really go what you need, like rebuilding a squad with midfielders, right? You got Fabio Carvalho. To be honest, you know what? I like Fabio Carvalho. I think he's a young player. He got a lot of talent, but he's not that kind of player that will change. Yeah, will be one of the solutions for too many problems that Liverpool have at the minute. And also, I don't actually think he's a club player. And you've got players like Elliott, right? Elliott is that kind of player that, yeah, he had a long-term injury. Yeah, he's a good player, still young, but he's that kind of player that is ups and downs. You will never see him constantly, having good performance, supporting, being important for this Liverpool team. Because in a minute, you need players that will step in. And you cannot, not even Salah, right? Let's be honest in here, right? Not even Salah have stepped in this season. Salah has been absolutely shocking. And people still say, yeah, Salah is still a top 10, best players in the world. Come on, not at the minute. There's definitely no. There's no way Salah gets into my top 10, as, right now, the best players in the world. I don't care what people say, Salah, I wouldn't even put him on my top 25. Salah just been shocking. And I've mentioned this on my last Liverpool review. And I said, Salah, I haven't really seen a very good Salah since the Africa Cup last season. The second half of the season last season, Salah was shocking, right? This season, Salah has been absolute shocking. He's been scoring a few goals, yeah, but he's been absolute shocking. By the way, big up to everyone who's watching this, 20 people. Really appreciate the support. Keep smashing the likes. And also going here, my man Joshua says, hey, brother. He says, good to see you again in YouTube live. My brother, I'm always live. Always. I'm a bit disappointed that I had to miss the Manchester derby, but that was for reasons because I was at work, I couldn't do anything. And but apart of that, I've been live in stream every match around Europe and as many games I can. And yes, big up to you. Really good to see you back again in my live streams. I haven't seen you for a long time. Shout out to Ferreira and the other brother. Dalival is saying shout out to you as well. But my man, yeah, you need players that need to step in right now. And like I said, I doubt that Liverpool will be signing anyone, right? I do strongly believe Liverpool will not. They sign Gakpo, they will not be signing anyone else. So yes, I mean, you the right person. Look, I'm not as a neutral fan, right? You might not, yes, I watch Liverpool, I know everything about Liverpool and stuff, but there's not a better person to talk to me about Liverpool's problems, what should be changing, than a Liverpool fan, right? And what you expect, what do you want to see from now, right? If you still have hopes to finish that top four, because that top four is just flying
It's
away.
over. I'm writing this
So,
off already. I've written this off. We're not getting top four. We need to win today. We've bottled the chance to close the gap and put pressure on Newcastle for tomorrow versus Fulham. Obviously, Tottenham versus Arsenal tomorrow, so hopefully, like that, at least is a good game. But I don't even care. I just care about us getting the good performances in. And look, I've never seen Klopp out trending this much. Like, it's been mad. There's loads of Klopp out trending, which I'm on the brink of, but I'm not fully yet. Because I don't think he can turn the situation around. How can he turn the situation? Like, it's a hard thing, but he should have signed a midfielder. I would happily take Gakpo. I would happily trade Gakpo for signing a midfielder because we have attacking. I still think we have enough attacks.
do you know what? Sorry, Daliver, just sorry to stopping you. Big up to everyone who's watching these 27 people right now. Please, people, keep smashing the likes. Really appreciate if you do. And also subscribe to the channel if you're new. But you mentioned about Gakpo, right? It's funny how, I'm not a Liverpool fan, but I did not agree with Gakpo signing. And the reason I did not agree was because Gakpo is not the player that Liverpool needs right now, or that player that Liverpool needs about, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10, even before the season start, before the World Cup and after the World Cup. He's not that kind of player. Players like Gakpo, you've got few injuries. You've been having, the injuries through the whole season, like Jota, Luis Diaz and stuff. But then you got young players like Fabio Carvalho who can play on the sides or in the middle, Elliott as well. But I do not get why Liverpool knows they struggle with that midfield, right? That midfield is just needs a rebuild big time. And you go and sign a player who's attacking midfielder who can play as a fake number 9 and a player who can play on the sides as well. So yeah, I was against Gakpo signing for Liverpool because for me as a neutral fan, he's not the player that for Liverpool needs. But by the way, big up once again. Too many people watching right now. I really appreciate the support. 44 people. Keep smashing the likes on the stream. Make sure if you're new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe. But yeah, I have to agree with you because I remember when Gakpo signed for Liverpool, I did say that this is not the signing Liverpool needs. I did not get why. Why did Liverpool sign Gakpo? Was that because Man United want to sign him now? Because Man United might feel they need Gakpo more than Liverpool did, and Liverpool thought, we're not going to lose Gakpo to Man United, so let's sign Gakpo now and spending. How much did Liverpool pay for Gakpo?
37 million.
Yeah, plus add-in bonus as well. But you have to think that, that the reason Liverpool did that was just not so Man United wouldn't sign Gakpo, but it did not make no sense when you need a midfield. Should have gone for Caicedo. I know it would have pretty much been impossible for you to sign players like Enzo, because even Chelsea put around about, I think Chelsea bid was around 80 million plus ads, but I think it was still asking for 110 to 120 million. But I'm sure Liverpool wouldn't pay. I don't even know if Liverpool can afford to actually pay that much money for a midfield like Enzo, like Benfica was asking for Enzo. And the funny thing is that, yes, you got Caicedo from Brighton. I'm pretty sure even if you go up there with the same money you bought Gakpo, yeah, even an extra 10 million. Let's not forget, like Caicedo is a young player. He's very, very young. He's only 21 years old, yeah? And he's having an unbelievable season with Brighton. He knows the league so well. And it would be that kind of player you should have gone for instead of going for Gakpo. But look, it's just me, it's my thoughts. I'm not sure what everyone thinks. I'm not sure if you agree with me. like, I know you was against Gakpo signing as well. You keep begging for Liverpool to sign a midfielder. But yeah, look, my man. As a Liverpool fan, what do you need to do right now? Because look, you've got 51 people watching us right now. Big up to every single one of you, and also big up to Ismael, Martin. Afternoon to you, my brother, and Joshua as well. I will try to go in the live chat. But yeah, my man, look, yeah, you need a midfield. What else do you need? What else you need? Because you're in a big mess, honestly. Not only Chelsea, and I've mentioned this, right? Chelsea and Liverpool have been performers basically the same this season. They've both just been absolutely shocking.
Because we need a midfielder. I think we bought someone because Klopp just stinks. We don't need one because apparently our midfield's good. It's not. And Casado was brilliant today. He actually turned us over a lot, so I'll take him right now. But I can't see Liverpool paying the 60 mil they want because apparently we're poor, which I don't believe. But look, I don't know how we're gonna get out of this mess. We are in a crisis, and I don't mean little crisis. It's a very big crisis we are in. We need to sign midfielder. It's not just a midfielder. I think it's a system change as well. Change the system. Try something new. Try like a diamond formation. Just because at the moment we have nothing to lose now. I don't think we're in the top 4. You may as well try something versus Chelsea coming up, which honestly that game is going to be the battle of the dead teams at the moment. That is Liverpool Chelsea. But I think if João Felix was fit for that, I would be more worried. But I can't go in confident with any more games now. And the decline worries me from almost in quadruple to 7th or 8th place, and we can get a jump by Brentford if they win today as well. We could end up the weekend 10th, and that is worrying because Chelsea and Liverpool have been the worst two. I think you can say Chelsea and Liverpool have been the worst 2 teams this season. I think honestly we've been slightly worse because everyone expected us to like challenge C. I think Chelsea were like, once they sacked Tuchel, you feel like it was a process. I think I would sack Klopp just because if we don't sign a midfielder, I would consider the sacking Klopp because there is managers out there, in my opinion. Like you can go for Flick, you can go for Luis Enrique, because we just need a change. Just change something, Klopp, and then I'll want to keep you, but I just can't. Like
so you made it clear a few times, right? And you did say that you want Klopp out. As a Liverpool fan, you think that Klopp time has gone. Klopp is not the solution anymore. Klopp cannot do anything. Klopp not changing anything. But by the way, big up to everyone that's watching this. 61 people. Really appreciate the support. Remember, let me know what was your thoughts about the game, Liverpool so far this season, and everything that we've been talking about. And remember to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Really massively appreciate, and that massively, of course, helps the channel. And yes, I know that you've said this a few times, right? But then who will you get? You've just mentioned Luis Enrique, right? But then at the minute, what I see from Liverpool, I just see that Klopp hasn't got anything on his pocket anymore to bring you out. And yes, that has been times this season that I've mentioned. Whoever been watching me for a long time knows that what I think about Liverpool, what I think about Klopp, and how I've seen Liverpool so far this season. And yes, so far I was right. And with Klopp, that keep playing like players like Henderson, keep playing players under performers like Fabinho. Fabinho hasn't been performing since halfway through last season. Alex Chamberlain, once again, I know a lot of people's going to say, yeah, but Liverpool's having a lot of injuries this season. Yes, I get that, but there's youngsters. Look how the youngsters come on. Look, the youngster come in today again, the way he reacts, right? The way he wants to. I know he's young, he's hungry, he wants to prove. But look, these kids have been showing they want more than these players that has been in a club for a few years now. And yes, some of these players, it's time to go. Liverpool should have rebuild the squads. Like I've just mentioned, I've mentioned this a few times, and I've mentioned in this live stream already. And I said, yes, Liverpool should have rebuild the squads since their last one the Champions League, since they last won the Premier League. Look who you still got since you last won the Premier League and you won the Champions League. You still got players that should have left. Like, I don't know why Kate is still at Liverpool. I don't know why Alex Chamberlain is still at Liverpool. I don't know why Henderson is still at Liverpool. I could name a list. I probably could name 11. Why is this guy still doing at Liverpool, right? When clearly their time is finished, my man. But before moving to you, let me just go in a live chat. Let me just go bring up Joshua, because Joshua says, Grandpa and the club are on the hot seat. Who's going to be the first one to go? Do you know what? It's hard to say because Graham Potter signed a long-term deal with Chelsea, and clearly Chelsea knows that this year, most likely, there will not be a repeat football for Chelsea next season.
It's all right.
Chelsea's going through a rebuild, right? They've done basically behind the scenes, like with a new owner. Yeah, they're trying to rebuild. They're trying to bring a lot of youngsters in as well. So it will take Chelsea time. It will take Porter time to go and be at the top of high level again, at the top of the English football and European football again. It will take them time, and I think this Chelsea owner seems to still trust Graham Potter. And also, Graham Potter has been having a lot of injuries. Let's not forget. And most of the players, apart from Cocorella, is not actually Potter players. So let's see. I think Potter deserves time, like Tuchel did clearly deserve more time. Chelsea made a big mistake signing Tuchel. I'm not only just saying this now, but I've been saying, like I said, if you guys have been watching me, you guys will know that I have always said this about, Tuchel and Porter. And with Klopp, the thing is with Klopp, I know there's going to be a lot, even after this game today, there's going to be even more Liverpool fans that want Klopp out, right? But Klopp is a man that gave Liverpool so much. A lot of fans still love Klopp, but then I don't think that's enough. When it gets to this point that when you feel, as I'm just a neutral fan, but if I was a Liverpool fan, I'm pretty sure I would have felt that way. I'm pretty sure I would feel that the way that it comes now. It doesn't matter how much this guy gave to the club. Doesn't matter how much this guy have changed our club, but when you feel like it's time for a change, and most of the times it has to start from a new manager, fresh mentality, new tactics as well. Unfortunately, yes, I would probably say if the season keeps going like this, unless Klopp goes out there in the Champions League and has an amazing Champions League, goes and beat Madrid and goes and win the Champions League, I think Liverpool will beat Madrid. I've said this a few times, but I cannot see Liverpool winning the Champions League, right? They might go far, but who knows? Look, this is a season that, as I said at the beginning of every my live stream that I do, right? I keep saying, you cannot predict this season.
Yeah, but I just want to say, sorry, but I do think FSG are the problem as well. I'm not just blaming Klopp. I think they should have backed Klopp. I don't know if they have or not, though. That's the thing. Like, we don't know if they backed them or no, because I don't know, because it's a hard one because I'd rather FSG go than Klopp, but I think Klopp's been getting all the sentimentals because I think he had the money this summer. He just didn't want a midfielder. That's the worry. Like, we didn't go for him because after Tchouaméni left and Bellingham, we didn't go for one until the end of the window. That was our thought, which, let's say, it's been a terrible signing. He's been injured for 4 months. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say. I mean, I'm not fully Klopp yet, but if we do not sign a midfielder this window and these performances keep on happening, I might say Klopp, but just because these performances can't keep happening. I can't just keep on saying, "Oh, I'm Klopp in," because I know he's done well at the club. I appreciate what he's done, but we will have to move on soon because I don't know what's wrong with Klopp right now. He just seems. It's not the same Klopp we've seen in the last 2 seasons where he's energetic and stuff. the touchline in UGC when he's moving around. He's just standing there in shock, which I feel bad for him. But I need to know more if FSG are backing him though, because we don't know if he's backing. If there's a backing of FSG, we do not know yet.
Yeah, fair play. By the way, Joshua, I don't know. I, as a neutral fan, yes, I will probably start considering and thinking, Liverpool may need a different mentality. Like Dalival just said, as a Liverpool fan, right? Now, as much as he gave to the club, you need a change. You cannot. Klopp is not going to be there forever, so you need to start thinking about the future. But I strongly, honestly, I believe Klopp will still be at Liverpool next season, and Graham Potter will be at Chelsea next season. And but who knows? Who knows? Liverpool should sign Enzo instead of Gakpo. Yes,
we don't have the money. We don't have the money to hand. Enzo is cost too much. 120 million, no chance. You can get him much better in the summer.
Yeah, it's just too much money for Enzo. But what a player Enzo is, absolutely unbelievable. And I remember when Enzo signed for, when I actually announced that Enzo was going to sign for Benfica, I said how good was Enzo, and this was back about 7 months ago, 6-7 months ago, I can't remember. And I said how good is Enzo, and Enzo will not last at Benfica too long. He was so close to sign for Chelsea. He wouldn't even had the last 6 months of Benfica. I'm pretty sure Enzo will be gone from Benfica next season. Liverpool, I don't know if Liverpool will have the money, but yeah, it would massively improve that midfield, that's for sure. And I've got in here, vida interna bien por los gronos, pigones, ecuatorianos. Yes, big up to you. Really appreciate the support. Muchas gracias. Bien, yeah, el Ecuador, los jugadores ecuatorianos, Caicedo, yeah, what a player, yeah. Muy bien el jugador, muy bien. Well, I'm trying to speak Spanish at the same time and English, but by the way, vida, muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. And let me go in here. 4K Fuji says, hello, brother. I have one simple question. Is this worth my time and can you make money or however? My man, look, I'm not famous on YouTube. I'm not famous on Instagram. I don't know how it works. All I say is I put a lot of hard work into it. I do not get money from Instagram. YouTube pays very, very small. And unfortunately, as much as I want to help you, my man, I don't know how it works. Honestly, I don't know. And but big up to you, by the way. Make sure you like this video because I know you're not subscribed to my channel because I know you keep coming up with a lot of fake accounts on Instagram, on YouTube. I don't know why you're doing that. And I've said to you already, I shouldn't have been saying this, but because I'm live, I should have been talking about a beautiful game. That's that's the only thing that I love talking about. But you just need to watch out for yourself with all the fake accounts you create and like people like inboxing me and stuff. I mean, by the way, big up to you, my man. Timotuzon says this is Arsenal season. By the way, talking about Arsenal, right? We clearly see in that he's looking that way. Definitely he's looking that way, that's for sure. And if Arsenal beats Tottenham tomorrow, and I say this, right, for the previous of this weekend, I said how, we're going to have a massive weekend ahead. It's going to be a tough weekend. It's going to be also a very important weekend. And I said that if Man United beat Manchester City and Arsenal beats Tottenham, surely it has to be Arsenal season. Surely that Arsenal is going to have to go all the way and win it. And you've seen what Arsenal have done this season so far. The thing is this is the kind of season that I keep saying over and over. And you cannot predict anything, right? We've seen so many surprises out there. But I strongly believe this is going to be Arsenal season. And also in the live chat, we've got here my man, Alberto da Silva. Mr. da Silva, by the way. Big up to you, my man. Good to see you once again. He's a gunner, right? That is also a natural fan, a massive football fan. He says, forget Potter and Klopp. Frank Lampard is the one that might get sacked in the money. Very true. That's a good point. That Frank Lampard is another one that I keep begging. How is this guy a football manager? Why is this guy haven't been getting sacked from Everton? He's just got beat, at home against Southampton. One of the worst Southamptons that I've remembered in the last 20 years. And yes, like I do absolutely agree with Albert. And I think forget about Porter. Porter will not be getting sacked. Klopp will not be getting sacked. And you might hear exactly what Albert just said in the morning. But my man, from all the comments in the live chat, right? Apart from the guy that is asking me, is it worth? Can you make money on Instagram? I don't know why people comes with this kind of stuff in my live chat. But otherwise, big up to him. Do you believe that Klopp? I know you want Klopp out. You're Klopp out. But otherwise, big up to everyone who's watching this. I've got 54 people watching this right now. I had nearly 100 just a minute ago, and I got 1,000 views already in this stream, and I haven't had one new subscriber. Come on, one new subscriber, guys. Come on, be nice. And just think about all the hard work that I put on it. Just think about all the views I get. Always so many people watching me. A lot with amazing feedback. People really enjoying my ball knowledge. Like I said, there's no better out there on YouTube. I'm not being cocky. I'm just saying what is the reality. And you guys not subscribing to the channel. Come on. Just be nice and please subscribe. And I really appreciate you guys know I appreciate. But yeah, my men, I know you want Klopp out. But do you believe Klopp will be going before the season finishes or at the end of the season?
He won't go, I don't think. Unless this continues for the next 5 games and we don't sign a midfielder, then probably yes. But I don't think he'll go. But I would want him to go just because I sense a bit of I don't want his time is done, but you can see the frustration in Klopp right now, which I think we should sign a midfielder, but obviously Klopp seems to think no, which doesn't help. But I don't think he'll go. Most likely no. I don't think he will. But I don't want to say I hope he goes because obviously he's been I still would stick with him, see what he does in the next 5 games. We'll see if we can. Let's say we beat Chelsea this weekend. And I think then we face Liverpool next, but I'll give him at least 3 more games to fix this.
So sorry, what did you say? Can you repeat that again? Hello, can you hear me? I don't know. Looks like he lost a little bit of signal. He may run out because I think he's streaming from his phone, so he might lost signal or battery. By the way, speak up to everyone who's watching these. People, come on, smashing the like, please, because we're gonna go through. We have reviewed the game already. We give our thoughts about the game, and we still need to give our man of the match, and also we're gonna give the players ratings for today's performance for Brighton side and also Liverpool. Like, can you hear me? Right?
Yeah.
Because I did not catch. I could not hear what you said.
But yeah, I was saying that I'll give him 3 more games. I'll see what he does next 3 games. If we can win them 3, I will keep him. But if he can't win the next 3, then I'll sack him. Let's look at
that. Yeah, fair enough. But do you know that I know you've just said, but then even if you win the next 3 games, do you still believe you're going to finish top 4?
We need results to go away. I don't think it will. I mean, like I don't think we'll get top 4, but I want to write. I mean, would I write us off? Usually, you wouldn't write off Liverpool in this race, but yeah, even if we win these next 3 games, I don't think we'll get top 4. But you never know, though. I mean, look, if we win the Champions League and ball the Premier League, I don't mind that season. That'll be a good season. But yeah, I don't think we'll get in top 4, even if we win the next 3. I think if we can just go on a run, which I can't see us going, but I think we can get top 4. But we need results to go away, which Newcastle look good right now. United, obviously, they could challenge for the title. Chelsea, obviously, I don't think they're in the top 4 race. I think Tottenham are still there. I still think Tottenham will challenge. I know they're bad, but if they can get a couple signings in, I think they're going to be there. So we need Tottenham to drop points. We need Fulham to drop points now. We need Brighton to drop points as well. Yeah, I don't think we're
I
going
don't
to.
think mainly. Let me just stop. Sorry to stop you. Mainly, I don't think that you need teams like Fulham and Brighton to drop points, right? The main teams that you need to drop points, it has to be teams like, Tottenham, Newcastle, Man United. But I cannot see Man United because Man United just going in a crazy run. They I keep saying this, right? Apparently, I had a good performance today. Unfortunately, it was a war I couldn't watch, but they beat City. I knew this was coming. I actually come in and someone live streamed. I think it was last night saying Man United should win this game, and but I do believe. But the thing is, Man United is winning games, giving them so much confidence. Look at Arsenal, how they had the pre-season, the start of the season. Now Tehan basically clear all the rats from the club, right? And changing a lot of things and implementing that, that discipline in a changing room. Look what you've done with Ronaldo and a few players, like just did with Rashford when they play against Wolves. And all this that Tehan's changing. I thought it would probably take more time, but we're talking about in a season where it's just you cannot predict. In a season where Liverpool is poor, Chelsea is poor, you have City as well with Haaland. How crazy it is, right? In the year that City signed Haaland and City struggle. How crazy is that? And how many goals have Haaland scored? I mean, it's just crazy. I've mentioned this a few weeks, and I said, imagine Arsenal winning a league in the year that
Well,
City.
wait. Sorry to cut you in. There's breaking news about Mudryk here from Fabrizio Romano. Chelsea have just reached an agreement with Shakhtar Donetsk for Mudryk, 100 million euros fee agreed between parties today after mission in Poland. Chelsea now pushing on player side as Mudryk priority has always been Arsenal. Arsenal bid remains 95 million euros, add-ons included. So Mudryk won't be going Chelsea now.
Yeah, going to Chelsea or going to Arsenal, you
I
mean?
mean, it's not fair to say, but Chelsea reached agreement, so they put the fee in. It's just about if Mudryk wants to choose Chelsea or Arsenal.
Yeah, but it's funny how, everyone thinks Mudryk will be signing for Arsenal. By the way, I've watched him playing. He's only had, 64 appearances in his career.
Yeah.
He's definitely not worth the money, that's for sure. Yeah, he's a good player, yeah, but you cannot going up there, Stack Donetsk is asking 400 million, paying for a player that hasn't proved, he hasn't done anything. The same with Enzo. This is our young players for the future. Yes, big talent, yes, but you should not be paying this amounts of money that they're asking for. But it would be just funny, right?
Chelsea should be going for a DM.
As a neutral football fan, it would be just funny to see Arsenal, let Mudryk go to Chelsea. And why is Arsenal just trying? All Arsenal fans going crazy for Mudryk? Why? It's not the player that you need, right? You need a centre midfield, right? You might need a striker. You don't need Mudryk right now. Mudryk is not the player that Arsenal
Martinelli, right? He's a left winger, right? So Martinelli plays that side. Where are you going to play? He's not even going to play. If I'm looking, he's not.
You got Martinelli, you got Smith Rowe, just go back from injury. Even Mudryk can play as a fake, let's say as a number 10 attacking midfielder. But then you got other guy, you got Fabio Vieira, you got other players. He's a player that this is what I try to say with a lot of football fans that with non-brains, I do not get. This is why I have never had social media in my life. This is why I barely go on social media now. I only go to social media if I have to post something, or I don't know, if I have to go and have a chat with someone, because all I see on social media is just absolute crap. It's like Arsenal fans, yeah, we should be saying Mudryk will be changing eyes. We're going to win the league if we sign Mudryk. What would Mudryk bring in? Why? You need someone that will come in, that will make an impact, will change something when you need, right? You don't need Mudryk, right? Arsenal fans just don't need Mudryk. But it's just ball knowledge out there. People with some ball knowledge out there is just absolutely sick.
I just want to say on the Klopp thing quickly. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if he walks. Maybe not tonight, because maybe FSG are not backing him, and he's probably had enough, which I could understand. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he walks. Not tonight, but maybe after. Let's say if we lose versus Chelsea, maybe after that. Because you see Klopp. Have you noticed that he's not been the same Klopp we've seen for like last 2 seasons? He was on a touchdown. He was very energetic and stuff. Now he's a bit bland. He's not really doing anything. So I'm not surprised that I blame Klopp in his defeat. I think I would have played Carvalho down the left. I would have tried a new system, but obviously Klopp 6-4-3-3. But I don't think that's just my point. I think he might walk, but I don't think he will. Like, but then I wouldn't be surprised as well. But yeah,
And the funny thing is that, you mentioned about Klopp should have been changing his system. I've been saying this since you lost Mane, right? Since you lost Mane, I said that with Nunez coming in, and Nunez had actually proved that he's better coming from the left, right? Nunez, the best games for Liverpool this season basically was when he was dropped into the left side, right? Even some of the games when Nunez come on, changed the game or did something, were always from the left side, right? And of course, as well, because Luis D has been injured and stuff. But yes, clearly, I agree with you. I think it's a time when you lose players like Mane, if you haven't got that kind of player for the system you want to, you have to change the tactic around the players you got. With the quality that you got in the squad, you have to make sure you build a tactic or have at least, let's say, I know people will understand what I mean, like a spare tactic on a side for whenever you get players injured. And clearly, Klopp hasn't got, because he keeps playing. Alex Chamberlain is not even a left winger, and he keeps playing him in there. He's been having so many poor performances, and he keeps playing him in there all the time. I know Fabio Carvalho's had a few problems with some of his injury, but he keeps. The problem is with Fabio Carvalho, he's always on a bench, right? He's always on a bench. And he just does not bring him on, and I just do not get why Klopp has against Fabio Carvalho. I don't know what is going on with Fabio Carvalho, but the problem is that Fabio Carvalho is always on the bench. Why? What do you think is going on with Fabio Carvalho? Is he still injured?
I don't think he's a Klopp player. I don't think he's a Klopp player. That's the thing. That's why he doesn't play him. Yeah. But unless you want to change system, he fits in that 10. But we don't have a 10 because we're playing a 4-3-3. Like, it's annoying right now. Like, I'm in two here because I feel bad for Klopp, because obviously maybe with the owners, because we desperately need new owners. Like our fan base is one of the worst, just because people on the Jude Bellingham hype, which I mostly.
Hold on. Sorry to stop you. You saying your fan base is one of the worst, right?
Yeah, because
but the thing is, you will think that about Man United. You will think about Arsenal fans, Tottenham, and City and stuff. Well, City haven't really got fans, by the way. The thing is that a lot of people say this kind of thing, right? Do you know what? I've said this. I might have a lot of English people watching me right now. I don't care. If you go and subscribe to my channel, if you're not going to subscribe to my channel, whatever you think about me, I don't care. But the worst fan base are English fans. Most of them. I'm not saying everyone. I've got a lot of English people that, my children are English. I've got so many English people that is, very close to me, very good friends of me, but English median is the worst, right? It's absolutely shocking. And me, because I'm not English, I'm not like, I'm not a Liverpool fan. I don't support any English club. But it's just when I see, some of Liverpool fans, some of Man United, like Tottenham is probably one of the worst. Some Arsenal fans. Sometimes I think to myself, the mentality of English fans, the mentality of English median is just absolutely. It does not make sense for me. It does not go as into my head, because one, their ball knowledge is absolutely crap. You see English media what I do when England play, always going to come home. The media always pick the favorite players, like Gareth Southgate picks the favorite player. It's just horrible. English football, having the best league in the world, right? Yeah, by far, English Premier League is the best league in the world. But having all the attraction like English football has, the
Yeah.
media should have been better. The fans should have realized, better instead of just talking so much crap that I don't see from, because I live stream and I get people from Italy, Spanish people from around everywhere around the world because I stream, the biggest game around the world as well from different leagues. And when it comes to English, some of the fans like you just mentioned, like yes, you might think about that about Liverpool fans, but let's be honest, come on, not only Liverpool fans. You tell me, yeah, you tell me, what do you think about Man United fans? What do you think about Tottenham fans? What do you think about Chelsea fans? What do you think about Arsenal fans? I just think they're all like non-brain people, most of them. Not saying everyone, by the way, but it's just the way
Yeah.
they see, the way they talk about a club, the way the media puts, English clubs out there, the way they're talking about English players as well. It's just, for me, it's just sick. That's it.
True.
But anyways, what was you saying?
Oh, I was just saying, um, I was just saying from race, the top reds. I'm not saying from, but there's a group top reds where they just blame FSG for everything. Well, they just don't give Klopp the Klopp get the blame. It's just FSG gets the blame. I think Klopp should get some blame. That's where I'm annoyed with Liverpool fans. Like, it's mad. But I just like the Mudryk news. I know this is not part of it, but David Ornstein has come out saying Chelsea have reached an agreement with Shakhtar Donetsk for Mudryk. 17 mil euros plus 30 million euros add-ons, 7+ year contract agreed. Leaving Turkey for London to undergo medical, not signed yet, but it's a done deal. So Mudryk's going to Chelsea.
So Mudryk's going to Chelsea. Wow,
Yeah.
wow, wow. Where's all the Gunners out there? But do you know what? I think there's going to be a lot of Arsenal fans out there that will be happy. The club will not be spending this amount of money for a player that only had, 64, 65 appearing in his career so far. Definitely not deserve the money. Yeah, he's a good player. Yeah, of course he's a good player. I've been following him in the last 2-3 years. Yeah, I've seen him, like this season, had a few games, a few good performances, like against Celtic, against Real Madrid. Nowadays in football, if you have an amazing performance against a top club, your price tag will go high. But yeah, I'm sure there's like Alberto that is in here. He's an Arsenal fan. I'm not sure if he's still watching this stream, but I'm sure he will agree with what I've said about Mudryk. Mudryk is not the player that Arsenal needs right now. So yeah, I don't.
I think Chelsea got the wrong player. They need a midfielder. They have enough attackers. They have attackers, but like paying this much for a player that
but you have to think that Chelsea's rebuilding the squad, right? Chelsea has a lot of attacking players. Yeah, they do. But you're telling me that most of them they're rubbish. Like Aubameyang is finished. I've said like Aubameyang hasn't got a smile anymore. He does not play with a smile anymore. So if Aubameyang does not smile, means that's it. He's gone mentally. Aubameyang is done. Sterling, we know what Sterling is like, right? Sterling is that kind of player that will score you, 2 goals in 2 games. Will have 2 good games. Then he's gonna go in a run with 10 games without scoring a goal or assist and having 10 bad performances. Then you got Havertz, who, he seems to have quality at times, but he's a terrible finish. Yeah, his last touch is just absolutely horrible. And then, yes, obviously he's a future player. You got Nkunku, who's going to join Chelsea in the summer as well. Chelsea's going through a rebuild. We know Chelsea's not going to be playing in European football most likely next season. But yeah, I will probably say to you in about 2-3 years, we're going to see a strong Chelsea. Because they got the money, they invested. Chelsea in the last 6 months, Chelsea spent over 400 million.
Yeah,
and if this deal with Mudryk is actually true, there will be in the last 6-7 months, they spent 500 million, like $500 million. How crazy is that? I mean, it's just absolutely silly numbers. But they're looking for the future, and they're looking to rebuild the squad. What is Liverpool doing at the minute? Yeah, Liverpool spending money, bringing players like Gakpo in. Like, you don't need Gakpo. He's not the player that you need it if you want to win right now, if you still want to go into getting that top four.
Yeah. We're in a worse position than Chelsea just because, like I said, Chelsea are going to rebuild. We are in our prime. We should be in our prime right now, where we're like competing with Man City or Arsenal, Man United, instead of competing with teams like Fulham, Brentford, Brighton. Like, our standards have dropped so badly that we need to hope other teams drop points. It's embarrassing. It's really bad at the moment. I think we do
And the
really
thing
need.
is that you was competing with Manchester City for a few years, but then the time comes to you should have start. The last time you compete against the last time you was competing with Manchester City was last season, right? You should have start rebuilding the team from the season before, and in the last summer you should have clear out at least 3, 4, 5 players. I've mentioned the names already, and you didn't. And you knew this season was coming. You knew that. Sorry, pardon me. You knew that this season, a season like this you have now, an absolutely very shocking poor season. You knew this was coming, right? How old are you? How long you been supporting Liverpool? You know that. We've mentioned this. We talk about this a few times. And this season is just a season that anyone can beat Liverpool. If you want to beat Liverpool, play Liverpool this season, you won't beat them. If you want to win a game at Anfield, I've mentioned this as well. Anfield used to be one of the scary places to play around Europe, right? And now is that kind of place that you go. It's like you're playing football in a park. It's so easy to go to play at Anfield at the minute. Even Liverpool fans, it's not the same at Anfield. They used to create, crazy atmosphere, scary atmosphere, but now you can't even do that anymore.
No, I think we'll be at atmosphere versus Madrid, but
Yeah, the mentality is different in a Champions League.
I think we can. I think we can still have a good season where if we can just if we can just win that chat, I think we can go all out for the Champions League. Might as well go all out for the Champions League because let's be honest, Premier League is done. I think. Yeah, we're not. I think we're getting top 4. Our best chance is probably Champions League because, but yeah, it's mad. It's just the drop off is bad. But big up Millie in the chat.
Guess who is in the chat?
Millie.
Good evening, Millie. The one and only Millie.
Oh, Mudryk
annoying. She's annoying as an Arsenal fan. Annoying Chelsea. I know. We're actually talking about that. Yeah. Mudryk is off to Chelsea. Wow. Are you annoying, Millie? Come on, Millie. Let's be honest. Arsenal does not need Mudryk. Is not the player that Arsenal needs right now. If you need to go and sign a player now, you need a striker. He's not a striker. You need a centre midfield when Thomas Partey, to rest him, gets injured, or you don't need Mudryk. Why would you need a player that, okay, he can play in multi positions? Yeah, fair play. A future player, yeah, talent, but why? You go Martinelli, you go Smith Rowe, who just come back from injury, you go Fabio Vieira, you got Odegaard, you got Saka on the right, you got other players that, why would you shouldn't be upset. You should definitely not be annoying that Chelsea sign. Chelsea just spend, how much Chelsea just spend? Yeah? With
100 million euros.
You will be about 100 million. So, Millie, big up to you, by the way. Good to see you. And yes, Brighton. Let's talk about Brighton, Millie. Brighton 3, Liverpool 0. What a performance.
Millie, why did you just say that? Hey, we're 7th. Yeah, I know that. Okay, Millie. I do know we're 7th. Very, I hope Tottenham beat you guys. Because when Tottenham beat you guys tomorrow, I'm going to banter you hard. Watch out.
Yeah, Millie agree with me. By the way, I hope that I'm not actually hungover because I'm going out tonight. And Millie, do you know where I'm going tonight? I'm going party to Brighton. So I'm going to celebrate Brighton's win today in Brighton as well. What tonight? I hope I'm not hangover, but even if I'm hangover, I'm definitely coming back tomorrow for the North London derby between Tottenham and Arsenal, and also the El Clasico, my Barca against Madrid tomorrow night. But now I feel better. Millie says now she feels better.
But I'm just saying, don't be too mad about Mudryk here, because like you're gonna pay 100 million. You could spend that with 3 players. You can buy there's so many midfielders out there you can buy with 100 million.
Yes, like I've mentioned, right? Like, will people understand me, right? Will people finally understand me, right? Chelsea's going through a rebuild time, right? A rebuild period. They know it will take them 2 or 3 windows. They're starting right now, right? Arsenal is not going through a rebuild. Arsenal has the squads, the young squads, which with some experience, a lot of talent. Arsenal is close to win the Premier League after, how many years Arsenal haven't won the Premier League? Almost, 20 years? 19? Last they won was in 2004. So Arsenal is not going through a rebuild. So if there's teams that needs to spend money, it's Chelsea. And Mudryk is not the player that Arsenal needs right now. And I just hope people understand, right? Just stop and look at the situations, what's going on with Chelsea at the minute, what's going on with Arsenal at the minute. Look what the players that would improve Arsenal squads, and look at the players that would improve our Chelsea for the future, right?
Yeah,
Arsenal has one of the most young squads around Europe, right? And look what a hell of a season Arsenal is having. So yes, look, I'm just a neutral fan, yeah. I not an Arsenal fan or a Liverpool fan, but yes, I don't think Arsenal needs Mudryk, and especially spending like 100 million for a player that only had like 64 or 65, appearance so far.
Yeah, but like I think Arsenal's will be annoyed just because of the fact that people. Yeah, I agree with Millie. You can buy better players than him. You need a striker, not like a left winger. You have enough. You have Smith Rowe Martinelli. Right wing, you have Saka, and you can play Vieira there as well. So you have very good players. You don't need him. I think Chelsea need more just generally because they are in a mess and they need some attackers. Because left winger looks bad for them. They don't really have anyone great. So yeah, I think he's not worth it. Like you can get better players than him. And plus he's only had one good season. If you think about it, he's not
one good season. I mean, like I said, he had a good start of the season. Few good games in the Champions League. Yeah, like if you have, I've mentioned this. If you have a good game, an amazing game against Real Madrid, or good performance in the Champions League, your price tag will go up straight away. But yeah, look, people, big up to everyone. Still 20 people watching this. Keep smashing a like, please. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. I really appreciate the support. And remember, we'll be back tomorrow for the North London derby between Tottenham and Arsenal. What a game. And also the El Clasico. And yes, people.
How many games on tomorrow? My God.
Look, Dalival, I'm gonna share the screen in a minute, right? We're gonna go through every player today between Brighton and Liverpool. We're gonna give all man of the match for the game. Make sure everyone in the chat and everyone who's watching this, let me know what was your players rating today. What would you give to Trez, Arnold, Matic, Alisson, Robertson, Thiago, every single player today? We're gonna go through, and before that, let me see what Millie says. Millie's laughing. She's happy. Good to see Millie smile, by the way. But yeah, my man, anything you want to say before? Like I keep asking you, but we always seems to be busy in a live chat and stuff. But yeah, what do you want change right now? If you as a Liverpool fan, right? If you had to change something right now, not even waiting for the next game, what would you do?
I mean, midfield is an obvious option, but right, I mean, we're probably not going to sound one, so I'm assuming we're not. So let's change system. Try something new for once. Try like a 4-2-3-1. See if it works, because it worked before. We tried it. I don't know. Last game we tried it, but I think we tried it versus Man City. it worked against Man City. When it works against Man City, you know it works because Man City are a very good football team. So I'll change the system. See if it works versus Chelsea. Like, there's no point trying it now because I don't think we're getting top four. Like, I'm written us off already. Like, I think top four will be probably Arsenal, Man City, in which order. Man United getting third. I think Man United are looking good right now. They're going to get third, and I think Newcastle get fourth. Like, I'm not too confident on Liverpool getting top four. So, yeah. But one thing, obviously, I'll change the system. I'll change the players. Like, we can't do anything in January, can you? It's hard in January, especially mid-season. Like, you've seen Chelsea pay 100 million for Mudryk, waste money. But, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. By the way, big up to everyone who's watching. Let's quickly go. I'm just going to share my screen right now, right?
Oh, wait,
what? You're making noise, my friend. You're making noise. Just need to be careful.
I was
Because,
on Twitter and then
YouTube, right? YouTube just class everything as copyright. Trust me, they are a nightmare, YouTube. They're probably not going to like me saying this, but yes, they are a nightmare with all these silly things. Once they hear a noise in the background, wherever you play, whenever you share your screen as well, always careful. But by the way, my man, it's all good. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's all good. Let's share the screen and let's do this, right? Let's do this, right? So look at the stat. I know we have reviewed the game, right? We've gone through, we reviewed the game, but how shocking is this? Look at the stats, right? Look, don't get me wrong, I'm against stats. I absolutely do not like checking stats. If I don't see a game like I didn't saw Man United today, this is why I'm not even talking about a game. I didn't see it. I didn't see what happened. All I saw was highlights from it. And Man United first goal was offside big time. Why did VAR gave the goal to Man United? I did not understand. But by the way, stats means nothing. But the stats today was real because Brighton completely destroyed Liverpool. And you know what? 3-0 wasn't enough for what we saw today, and should have been at least. I'm actually being honest with you. It's not jokes, now. Brighton should have beat Liverpool today at least 5-0 easily.
Yeah.
Should have been at least 5-0 easily, right? That's the minimum I can say. Should have been 5-0, right? Very, very poor. And you know that Brighton in the first half with 64% of the possession, right? And Liverpool with no shots on target in the first half, right?
Yeah.
This is Liverpool that we've seen this season. I've mentioned at the beginning of this live stream, and I said Liverpool today is the Liverpool we've seen through the whole season. Even when Liverpool win games, right? When Liverpool win games, they're still not playing well. They're just grabbing win. They're scrapping wins like with luck and not playing well. So yes, absolutely shocking. But by the way, let's go to lineups because the stats just says everything. We already said. So let's go to Liverpool, right? Let's give you as a Liverpool fan. This is gonna be fun. Do you know what? Because you as a Liverpool fan, I want to hear what ratings would you give to you low fellas.
I mean, also that lesson, he wasn't. Again, he's not. We're lucky that we have him. He's our best player, which is quite surprising. Our defense is rubbish. So I Alisson like a 5 because he was probably our best player yet again. Trent, he can't defend, which doesn't help. So I'll probably give him a 4 because he was probably Matoma just done him in that first half. Second half was worse. So
Trez, right? Mitoma in that first half, right, was actually teaching Trez how to eat Japanese foods, and then he put him to sleep in the second half. It was just absolutely crazy. Trez, I'm tired of talking about Trez, right? This guy is so bad at the fin, right? He's amazing going forwards, yeah, very good on the ball, But then, as a right back, if you cannot defend, you never will be a top right back.
You
And
may as well put him
Trent
in
will
midfield.
never be a top back.
Put him in midfield, right? I mean, he fits there perfectly. But yeah, I'll give Trent a 4. Matip, again, poor mistake for the second goal, was it? Poor from Matip, so I'll give him 3 as well. Matip, we missed Van Dijk. It's just simple, man. Matip, probably like a 4. Konate, obviously, wasn't great, but he did things he had to. But our whole defense is awful, so Konate 4 as well. Robertson, I don't know, man. Robertson is like inconsistent. He's good one game, then he's terrible next game. It's just mad. He was terrible today. So I'm gonna give Robertson a 3 or 4. I'm going 4 as well. Let's get on the tasty midfield. Henderson, the man who's still at Liverpool somehow, needs to get dropped, but the lovey-dovey relationship is right here. Henderson and Klopp. Henderson a 2 because Henderson was poor. He's been poor all season. It's just simple. Fabinho, I don't know, man. Fabinho was not great, but he couldn't do anything because like a whole midfield was awful. So Fabinho 4. Thiago, another one which was awful again. 3 games on the bounce now. He's been poor. So, like I said, Thiago, if Thiago doesn't access this midfield, then we're done. So, Thiago 3, Oxlade-Chamberlain, just get out of the club, please. Just, you're awful. I'll rate you a 1. Ox was awful. Salah, I mean, look, Salah's been awful this season. Like, Salah's just, you can't blame him, man. He gets no service, and he's better on the centre forward. He's better as a centre forward than a right winger.
You know what? Sorry, Dalival, sorry to stop you, right? Big up to everyone who's watching this. 25 people right now. Please keep smashing a like on this video, and also if you're new to the channel, please make sure you subscribe. Really appreciate the support. But you know what? With Mo Salah, right? Every time this season I see Mo Salah running down on the right wing, he reminds me of someone that trying to run in that right wing on his own to try and get like a train to go and sign for another club, to try and run away. That's all he does. He just does not do anything. He's just been absolutely shocking this season.
He's better as a centre forward, though. We tried it at City. It worked perfectly. Just we need Nunes back. We need everyone back, but we're not gonna. We need Jota back as well. But yeah, Cody Gakpo, I mean, he's new, so I'm not gonna get onto him straight away. Honestly, it's not his fault we signed him. So I'll give Gakpo a 5. I'll give him 4 but he's new, so he's not going to get that much blame. So I'm not going to say he cost us the game because he's still new. Like Dutch from the Netherlands League to Premier League is a big jump. So yeah, Gakpo 4 just because he's new. So I'm not going to judge him yet.
Do you want to go through, the players that come on, those that deserve?
What did they do? They did nothing, man. Like if we had done a comeback,
I don't think. Do you know what? Let's not go through Liverpool bench because the players that come on,
no youngsters.
It did not have any impact. But by the way, with let me just quickly go through in the chat. You know that Klopp made the 4 changes he made today. He made all in one basically today, right? They all come up. And if Klopp could have changed the whole 11 today, he would have done it. 100% he would have done it. But by the way, Millie says not 5-0. Millie, yes, minimum today, Brighton should have beat Liverpool 5-0. And if I go and be honest with you, at least today should have been a fair result. Today should have been about 7-0. Easy. Did you watch the game, Millie? Trust me, Millie. Absolutely.
It should be at least. Big up, Millie. I'm just honest, man.
Rise, you honestly is refreshing. Yeah. Good to hear that. Rise, let's quickly go to Brighton, but then of course Brighton we're gonna go through, players that come on like Welbeck scoring what a goal. Even Welbeck score world-class goals, against Liverpool. Come on. Welbeck, he's a good... his work rate is good, he's a hard worker, but his finish is horrible. But today against Liverpool, did you see what he did to Joe Gomez? The way he flicked the ball over Joe Gomez and his finish. He looked at Alisson and he said, what do you want to have? What Brazil food do you want to have? And then
Liverpool always make... you didn't watch the game, yeah.
I really didn't watch. But honestly, I'm telling you, you know that football Ferreira always says the truth, right? So you know that the game should have definitely be at least...
3-0 seems like it's like it should be like that little, but it's actually embarrassing. But Millie says Grandpa needs to go back to Brighton. Yeah, they're playing good football though. They're playing brilliant football at the moment, Brighton.
And they're playing, but then the thing is, Brighton under Porter was playing good football as well. The same, because he's not really changing much, right? I know he's now with Trossard. He's having problems with Trossard now. Looks like Trossard would be leaving Brighton, but he's actually having so much faith on Mitchuma, because Mitchuma has actually been playing quite a lot under the Brighton new manager, and Mitchuma has been performing absolutely unbelievable. But this comes interesting now. Let's go into the ratings for Brighton today. Let's start from the goalkeeper.
Okay, so Sanchez had nothing to do. We did absolutely nothing to him. So Sanchez is 7 because he had nothing to do. Gross was good, in my opinion. I think he was defended well versus Ox, but Ox, anyone can defend him against him. He's just rubbish. But Gross is 7. Dunk, the defense was brilliant for Brighton. They prevented us from doing anything. So Dunk, I'll give him a 7. Colwill was brilliant. Obviously Chelsea, he's a Chelsea loaner, so that's what makes it worse, I guess. But I'll give Colwill a 7. Estepania, he was good as well. I rate Estepania. I think he's a good fullback. So I'm gonna give him like a 7 as well. Casado, bring him to Liverpool, man. He was absolutely brilliant, in my opinion. He was quality. I'll give Casado at 8 because he was absolutely brilliant. McAllister just won the World Cup with Argentina. Of course, he's in continuous form going into this. And I'll give McAllister at 8 as well. McAllister was brilliant. He caused us problems out literally everywhere. I'll give March. Obviously, he scored 2 goals, and he was brilliant. So I'll give him a 10 because scoring the 2 goals was enough to win the game, I guess. Lallana was good as well. See, former Liverpool player. He was
Would you have Lallana back at Liverpool right now?
I don't. No,
he's an injured pro, right? He gets a lot injured, right? But Lallana is a quality player.
He's better than options what we have, but then he's injury prone, and we have so many injury prone players. We need players that are going to stay fit, like Casado.
Of course.
Yeah, so Lallana probably got a 7. He was good. Matoma rinsed Trent, and anyone can rinse Trent, to be honest. But Matoma, I'll give him an 8. I think he caused us problems and just was brilliant. Ferguson, he is only 18 and he's already impacting Brighton. It's mad. Like, Ferguson, big up him though, man. He is only 18, 19 and he's in the starting 11. That is surprising.
He's only 18, yeah.
Yeah. I'll give Ferguson an 8 because he was a key part in Brighton's win as well, because he's the actual attacker. So yeah, so that's my ratings. Honestly, like, Brighton were just a better side. I mean, everyone in this team deserves a 7+, because, or even 7 or 7+ at least, because they absolutely brilliant. I mean, I'll take Casado and McAllister as our new midfield. Like that's how good Brighton are right now. Like, give them both to us, and this Liverpool get transformed. That's our standards now. We have to take Brighton's midfield over our midfield.
Oh yeah, all day long. And let's go through Brighton bench as well. The players that come on, like Welbeck and stuff. Tariq Lamptey come on, Webster come on, Welbeck, Jeremy Sarmiento
Okay,
come on.
so
I mean,
I'll give Lamptey. He didn't really do anything when he came on. Brighton were comfortable, so maybe
if you just want to give probably Daniel Welbeck, because Welbeck scored a wonderful goal. I thought it was a great finish. The way he flicked the ball over Joe Gomez, and also some of his runs was good. He could have scored another goal again. Yes, just
so
Welbeck.
I'll just do Welbeck because the rest really just came in when it controlled. Welbeck I have to give a 7 because he actually caused us problems, and we let Welbeck score against us. That's just embarrassing itself. But a brilliant finish from Welbeck. So yeah, I have to give him a 7. But Millie, do you think Klopp will leave at the end of the season? No. But Diego Simeone, no chance. No, I don't want Diego Simeone. Like, that would be the most, the football year is going to be awful to watch if we get Simeone in. It's going to be classic dirty football we're going to play.
So, Millie says, do you think Klopp will leave at the end of the season? No, I don't think.
Yeah, no chance.
I don't think he will leave at the end of the season. And also maybe Diego Simeone. Look, Diego Simeone is going to leave Atletico at the end of the season. Or that Mauricio Pochettino. No, Mauricio Pochettino is a terrible manager. He's not good. And Dalival, let's give our man of the match today, right? Surely it has to be between Solomon Marso or the Japanese Mitoma.
I'll go to March just because. But they've both been good. I'll have to edge it to March though because
it's a hard one, isn't it?
Yeah. Mitoma was brilliant. He was impactful. So was March, but I have to edge it to March. Just generally because the finishing was
2 goals.
Yeah, the finishing was great as well. So
yeah, that second goal was properly a solid goal. What a golazo! What a finish!
Yeah.
Alisson did not see that like he did not see the Brazil knockout in a World Cup. But big up to Millie, big up to everyone that's watching this. And guess what? Man of the match from Dalival goes to Solomon Marso. Now it's time for Football Ferreira to rate every single player. This is going to become interesting, right? Trust me, guys. You should stay there and you have to listen with. Look what I'm coming out with all the ratings now for Liverpool players, special for Liverpool players. I've got special ratings for Brighton players, but not a good ones for Liverpool. Trust me. Let me just change because this is where it comes in. This is where it comes. The fan comes now, right? Let me just take my man of the match gonna come at the end as well. But this is where the fun comes right now, right? Alisson, I'm giving him a 5.0. I'm not giving him any more. I thought he should have probably been quicker in a first goal. That Mitoma pass to Solimars. So Alisson is going to get a 5.0. And even Solimars was a great goal, but people have to realize how far was Alisson from the goal as well, right? Like he could not do anything on a third goal, but yes, there was like a few crosses as well. I thought Alisson was slow today, so he's going to get a 5.0, right?
I'm not ready for Trent.
Whereas Arnold is going to get 1.2. That's my rating for Trace today. Alexander Arnold gets 1.2. Matip gets 0.5. Right? Matip gets a 0.5. What a shocking performance. He gets a 0.5. Konate gets a 2.5. Unfortunately, I cannot give more to these players. No, sorry, it's not good enough. I don't care. I'm not a Liverpool fan. If I was a Liverpool fan, I would probably have given them -5, -10. But yeah, Konate gets a 2.5. Robertson gets 1.5. Scotland it wasn't good today. That left back wasn't good. It was terrible. Robertson was terrible. It was shocking. Marsh was doing whatever Marsh wanted to do. It was shocking. So, yeah, Robertson's going to get a very poor 1.5. Or whatever I said, I forget now. I was trying to do impression in Scotland. And, Henderson, right? This is funny now, right? Do you know Henderson is going to get a 0.52? This guy needs to start packing up his Instagram, his tweeting, and his last bag at Liverpool and leaves the club, because this guy is shocking. And Millie's laughing in her live chat.
Of course, Millie. Watch you guys lose tomorrow.
Yes, he's getting a 0.5. Fabinho is getting 1.0. Yes. Thiago Alcantara is getting a 2.0. Salah is getting, Salah is going to get 2.5. I was going to give him a 1, but Salah is going to get 2.5. Gakpo, I haven't seen Gakpo since he signed for Liverpool. Have Gakpo signed for the wrong team from Liverpool? There's another team that called Everton, another plastic club with a shocking football manager. His name is Frank Lampard, by the way. He probably gets sacked in the morning. That's the first news you're probably going to hear in the morning. And yeah, Gakpo, I'm sorry, but Gakpo has to get a very poor 1 as well. Gakpo is going to get a 1.5, sorry, yeah. Alex Chamberlain needs to get a 0.5 as well. That's my ratings, guy. I'm not actually joking. That's my ratings for this players today.
Millie, I'm just joking. Relax, Millie. I'm just saying, I'm just salty right now, okay? You don't all win tomorrow. But
and Tottenham hasn't winning easy. I mean, let's see tomorrow. I think Arsenal's going to be Tottenham. By the way, yes, yeah. Alex Chamberlain gets a 0.5. I'm not even going to go through Liverpool bench because there's no point, and I'm going to go through Brighton. Do you know what? I'm going to start with the goalkeeper, obviously, right? Sanchez, for me, I do not rate Sanchez. I don't think he's any that good. He just shakes too much, makes too many mistakes. He's not quick enough. And but today, I'm gonna give him a 6.5. Not much to do, to be honest. Paul Gross, it was good, very good. Apart from Brighton was playing with three at the back with a high line of 5 or 3 or 4, whatever you want to call. And Gross was good. I'm going to give Gross a 7.0. I'm going to give Lewis Dunk a 7.2. And do you know what? I'm going to give Coyle a 7.2 as well. Estupinian, the Equatoriano, I'm going to give him definitely a 7.5. Caicedo, a 7.8. The Argentina World Cup champion, my Argentinian, vamos Argentina, carajo. I'm going to give a Mac Allison a 7.8. I'm going to give Lallana a solid 7.5. He had a good performance. I'm going to leave Mitchuma and Solimars to the end, right? Because my man of the match going to come from Mitchuma or Solimars. But I am going to give, I gave Lallana. I'm going to give Ferguson, a young striker, only 18 years old.
I'm going to go now, yeah. But
if you want to go, my man. Really appreciate you coming along, and I'm sorry that you're upset because Liverpool keeps upsetting you this season. Big up to you, my man.
Yeah,
right. And definitely I will be back tomorrow. If I'm too hungover, you're probably going to do my live stream tomorrow for me. But by the way, big up to him. Really appreciate you coming along, support, and everyone that is watching this. And yeah, Ferguson, he could have scored. Some of his last touches, some of his last decisions wasn't the best. But let's not forget, he's only 18 years old. Definitely a future striker we got in here. He's from Ireland. And yes, he had a good performance. I'm going to give him a solid, he deserves a 7.5, that's for sure. Now the fan comes in here between Mitchum and Solimars, because Mitchum in the first half absolutely destroyed Trains. He put Trains to sleep. And even Solimars was putting Robertson to sleep as well. Solimars had overall a very good performance, like Mitchum had, but Solimars scored 2 goals. But Mitchum is going to get solid 8.4 performance for me today. Solimars going to get an 8.7 just because he scored 2 goals. And that second goal, what a golazo, solo golazo. So yes, he's also man of the match. As I always like to give man of the match at the end. Yes, Solimars, easy way to say, gets man of the match. And yes, that was my playing ratings for today. And also my special guest who just left the live stream gave his one. And also, let me just go through the bench. I'm not going to share the screen. I'm not going to put the screen up, but Welbeck is going to get a solid 7.5 to score, a good finish. Like I've mentioned already, that flick over Jota Gomez was brilliant. And also, Welbeck could have scored, a second goal as well. Welbeck had a chance to score his second goal of the game. But yeah, people, let me just stop sharing the screen right now. Really appreciate all the love and the support. It's been a hell of a stream, almost an hour and a half. People, 3,000 views as well. Come on, few new subscribers. Really appreciate for every single one of you that subscribe to the channel. And if you haven't subscribed, please make sure you do. Smash the like in this video if you haven't. On your way out, make sure you do subscribe and smash the like on this video. Really appreciate it. We'll be back tomorrow for the Tottenham against Arsenal, North of London derby. What's a game that's going to be a massive game for both Tottenham if they're still hoping to get into the top 4, and also Arsenal. They're getting close to the title. They do really getting close to the title. If they beat Tottenham tomorrow, another massive step. And yeah, I cannot thank you guys enough for all the support. Like I always share, I'm a lucky man because, you guys always show me so much love and support. And you guys know I put a lot of hard work into it. Really appreciate it. Guys, I will be back tomorrow, I think. But I'm going out tonight. Straight after this, I'm going to Brighton. Party night out, celebrating the Brighton 3, Liverpool 0. What a performance by Brighton. But God bless you all. Have a happy Saturday and also a happy weekend. Happy Sunday tomorrow. And yes, Football Ferreira will most likely, see you guys tomorrow. 2 live streams tomorrow. Tottenham against Arsenal and also El Clásico, Supercopa de España between Real Madrid and FC Barcelona. My love, Barcelona, right? Big up to everyone. Millie says, right, let me just go through those 2 last coming from Millie. Millie says, as long as the City keep losing, I'm happy. Yeah, I guess as an Arsenal fan, I guess you'd be happy for that. And she says, ciao. She says goodbye to Raz. He's just gone about 5 minutes ago. But yeah, what a performance by Brighton. Definitely the best team. And I thought 3-0 wasn't enough. Brighton should have beat Liverpool at least 6-0 today. Liverpool is in a mad. Liverpool is in a big mess. Liverpool is having an absolutely shocking, poor season. And yeah, this is the Liverpool. Even when Liverpool winning games, Liverpool still not performing well. Liverpool's just been shocking. Big up to every single one of you, and God bless you all. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a happy Saturday, and on your way out, don't forget, please smash the like. New to the channel, subscribe. Let's get Football Ferreira after 8 months. Let's get Football Ferreira into that 2,000 subscribers. Let's do it. This channel just keeps growing with a lot of love and support. Really appreciate it. God bless you all. Peace. Thank you. Gracias. Merci.